Hello everybody, welcome back to CRF1. My name is YT Tepin, and we are back for round 5 of a 12-round championship here in the very, very crowded streets of Vegas. Don't worry, they're not crowded tonight, but however, Lord knows how many people are usually there in the summertime. Can I an event? Anyway, today, finally, I get to say this. I haven't said this in like ages. I don't even think I said this throughout Season 3, except for like the 4 times Ryan joined me. Alongside me is somebody else, finally. Nedzo, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, people. So you said we're in the streets of Vegas. You said it was going to be crowded. I think it's going to be about as crowded as something that isn't very crowded because it's about £5 billion to attend the event in real life. I think it's about as crowded as a room that Jimmy Savile enters. Probably won't get that reference, but
he isn't very loud. Okay, hold on. I'll talk a little bit and then let me know. Oh, he's shouting from the other room. I cannot hear that, but
so,
keep talking, yeah.
Okay, I'm still talking. So yeah, we're here at Las Vegas. It's a modern F1 track, obviously hosting its first F1 race, but it's not the first race ever held in Las Vegas in Formula 1.
Exactly.
Obviously, they used the Caesars Palace car park in 1981 and 82. The first race there was won by Alan Jones in a Williams, and the second race was won by Michele Alboreto in a Tyrrell.
There were 2. I did not know that.
Yes, there was 2. And then in 1983 and 84 they held was it a kart race or because it was right around the time where you had the IndyCar split. And,
yeah, I do remember there was an IndyCar race, right? Or like just
yeah. They raced around IndyCar. They raced around a really awkward-shaped oval.
That's so silly. Was it like downtown in the area, like a street circuit, or no? Because I know there was a race and I was in. Oh, that's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Anyway, yes, so far, the championship is looking quite close. If I can bring up the standings right now, I do believe Welsh Jack does still lead with, if I'm not mistaken, a 10-point gap. Let me verify that source and that information right now. And it's very nice that none of the standings were, messed with, as we did see the exit of a manager quite recently, but it doesn't really matter. Yes, all right, I was not mistaken. Welsh Jack leads the standings by 10 points so far. Mr. Speedy is 34 for Red Bull. It is Ferrari, Red Bull, and Mercedes, just as the intro kind of predicted, right? Jamie is tied with Fridge, who recently moved to McLaren at 33 points. Hops is still in the Ferrari at 30 points. Rexy has moved to Alpine for some ungodly reason at 24 points. Kant still stays in AlphaTauri, unfortunately down in 7th place due to his Italian Grand Prix escapades. 21 points for him. Trix Jans, 20 points for the Aston Martin driver in P8, and Orlando and Zach in the bottom of the top 10, I believe, quite close to each other as well. So, we're in for quite a decent race.
Those are provisional standings, because of course we're provisionally going to add 1,000 points to my points total, and I'm just going to be the eternal champion. Obviously, that's what's going to happen.
Exactly. Even though you don't drive the car, I think you'll get in one of these sessions accidentally, kill yourself, and then we add 1,000 points just for DNFing.
Yeah.
Now, if we gave points for DNFing, subtitle would be a world champion by now. Who, speaking of which, he got his seat in Tier 1. He finally got a seat in Tier 1. Oh, yeah, you're on Spectator. Lovely, lovely. 19 people attending today's race. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah. Looks... I'm trying to think of what to say now. So it's short qualifying, 25 laps, not a 35% race, that's the race. Because the race I commented on was a 35% race, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was, of course, the race definition of a shit show.
Was it a 35% race? I swear to God it wasn't. It was actually like a...
It was.
You commentated Tier 3. That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know why they put it on 35. That's kind of weird.
It's not supposed to be 18 laps.
It's supposed to be 20, 25. All right, 26 seconds to go as we gear up for an 18-minute qualifying for a 25-lap race around the streets of Vegas. I cannot personally wait for this one. I've been looking forward to this one for a long time, and I'm very glad I never missed it on my little excursion out to the U.S. Capitol about 2 weeks ago. Everyone can hear this man on stream, right? Practically talking to yourself. A blood is silent. No, he is not. How? Coming through your TV back. I mean, I've put everything that I need to on it, but it's a bit weird.
I don't know. See if I need to do anything.
I'm just about gaining you out.
What's the name of the Twitch?
I'm sorry?
What's the name of the Twitch?
CRF Racing League. It's in the main server. Second guy got his mic in England while commentating from America. Netzo commentated my win in Tier 3. That's so silly.
Let's have a look and see. Hold on, let me have a look and see what I can hear, right? Let me have a see. Oh yeah, I can hear me. You can hear me, it's just that I'm a bit muffled. I sound like I'm a bit muffled. Obviously, it just automatically knows I'm mouth deep in your mum's pussy, so, yeah.
And that is the signature style of humor you're going to have to get used to, hopefully for the rest of the season, actually. He should be joining me for, like, basically the rest of the season, yeah.
Switching over to full track map, maybe it's a track map. You sent me a thing saying, I'm going to refer to all these corners and stuff by these names, and I'm just like, no, I don't, this track, I'm sorry, does not have corner names.
Fair enough. I mean, it's a street circuit, so it kind of does, but at the same time, you know, I guess it doesn't. Like, officially, it has no corner names, which is a travesty, because, like, I hate it. It's a street circuit. It should have names. You know what I mean?
But to be fair, the only street circuit I know of that actually has corner names is Monaco, and that's because of history.
Well, there is the Marina Bay Street Circuit up in Singapore. You can see Dweezy being one of the first out, even though I just ignored the Williams pair of Inertia. Inertia leading the pack here into one of his first few laps of Vegas. His first few official laps.
Going back to your point of what's it called, Singapore. That doesn't have any. It has a couple of like street names. Like I know Fullerton Avenue. Yeah. And the Anderson Bridge, but apart from that, there's not really many at all. There used to be the Singapore Sling.
Yeah, no, it's still called the Singapore Sling. That little complex, it's still called Singapore Sling.
It's just not a sling anymore.
Yeah, which is a bit of an L, actually huge L. But what does it matter?
It's genuinely one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest downfalls in Formula One since you, really.
Lovely.
Right. Oh, the Aston Martin, who's going to be the first one to go to lap, is one of those people that I call a nonce. He's put an X to replace one of the vowels in his name.
God. I mean, Trick James has always been alright, but you know.
I always have a belief that anyone who replaces one of the vowels in their names with an X is a massive paedophile and loves touching children.
Either that or they play a lot of COD and are massive racist. Trickstans, he has not won a Grand Prix yet, so we can't call him the world's best racist yet. So, I mean, so here we go. I think we're about to go on our very own first lap of Vegas here. First official lap, you can see Inertia kind of just following, waiting in the wings to get that ever-valuable slipstream. All these people are already getting quite racy. So here we go, into the start, finish straight, very much flying on down into Harbor Island. Turn 1, it's okay. I do not like driving the track. I think the track is going to be very fun to watch, though. If you want to give us some experience on what it was like to actually commentate it. Were there any actual battles?
Well, it was just chaos, really, because I think the Tier 3 drivers have the spatial awareness of a frog on ecstasy. So it's just like, you look at them and they're going to go. You see one of them kind of like half goes for a move and just pinballs the other guy out of the way to get past. And then you just see drivers who just stay behind each other, or they just spread out. So it's either tons of action and it's not actual good racing, or it's boring and there's racing. So it's a mixed bag. Well, that's what I found anyway.
I mean, hopefully the race is a lot better tonight. You know, with your frog on ecstasy comment, it's quite funny. The Tier 1 drivers can sometimes not be much better than wow, it's like they're blind sometimes. But especially, it's never been as bad as Tier 2. If you've seen the Tier 2 British Grand Prix start, then I don't think it's ever been as bad as that. I think the worst race that we've actually had in Tier 1 was like 2 seasons ago in Saudi Arabia. But coming on down to the area here and back into, where is Sector 3? Where's the Sector 3 line? Oh, it's in the middle of the strip. Alright, nice. So here we go. This is the first provisional time of the day. Final corner here, back on the straight. It's a 132.971, only to be beat out by Dweezy with a 132.525. Inertia couldn't just quite crack the Aston Martin's time. You can see Percy Crawley is going to be one of the next people right now. That's Jamie, who did set a 32.
He quite match his time. He's 4 seconds slower. That's a bit of an underestimate.
Jesus Christ. That was kind of the bit. Anyway, Fridge sets provisional pole position here with a 31.824.
Quite quick.
Yeah, Eastgroup is actually getting his. I think he has pretty good one-lap pace, but in the race he kind of falls off ever so slightly. But we usually.
Kind of driver?
Yeah, we usually do. We usually do see him in the points though. He's actually getting quite good. Both Alpines line up next to each other. Rexley, like I said, the new Alpine driver. It's. Ooh, there we go. Exotic, lovely, lovely.
Second gap at the top.
Is it?
Yeah,
oh my god.
1.8 and 1.8.
It's so close. It's so close that the game doesn't even recognize it as a different time. Look at that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Kantz. Let's go. Okay, our Italian buddy here. 131.711, trying to get some redemption for his last time out in Italy. You can on board with Welsh Jack here. What does he do into Sector 2? That is a purple Sector 2 for the Ferrariman. Hops is on his outlap. AQ Flow is still in the garage. Subby is not yet taken his first official Tier 1 lap. And Welsh Jack coming around the final couple of corners. And by final couple of corners, I mean he's coming up to the final corner because there are like 3 turns in this goddamn bitch. So here we go, a 31.482. Ultimately putting Kantz to shame by 0.2 though. It's actually quite close. Quite close, and I'm sure with the second round of laps, it's actually going to get far closer.
Yeah. Because obviously these people will be setting banker times. They're going to get more close to the limit and push more the extremities of the circuit, I think. We're going to see some bumping and barging, especially into, I know the sharp left-hander coming onto the strip is an absolutely benderous corner. It's so difficult to get right. I've ploughed into a wall of time trial, but running I've done around here. It's a very, there are some corners that are just like ultra mega retarded, so you just have to kind of hope and pray that you're not going to blow up.
I really don't like the corner. I know it's there for safety reasons, but let me check what it actually is.
They could have just opened it up a bit more.
Yeah, it's there for safety reasons, so that way the drivers aren't like, you know, coming in really fast, but it is the corner.
What, onto the strip?
Onto the strip, yeah. Treasure Island, turn 12.
So they don't want them like turning around a corner and going quite fast. They don't mind them going 350 kilometers an hour straight.
Exactly.
Average FIA moment.
Anyway, Ferrari currently holds a 1-2 with Hops and Jack at the very top. Not in that order, unfortunately. It is an Italian podium at the moment, even though Kantz is the only Italian driver up there. So far, yeah, 2 teams have their cars in the top 10, and the rest are just kind of... Oh, no way, yeah, 3. With Dom and Rexy. Any other teams have their cars together? No. AQ Flow finally out on his actual lap here, going into... I have not memorized any of these turn names. However, he's just flying on down Koval into turn 5, the little stupid MSG sphere that no one's actually gonna like... Why would you build that? I just don't get it. Anyway, it looks funny, but at the same time, why?
What's happening?
No, I was just slandering the MSG sphere, like that giant ball that the circuit goes around for some reason. Anyway, AQ Flow coming around Sector 1's end line now. He will be setting a... It's not purple. It's 44.532. Well, what's that compared like? What's that compared to other times?
What'd you say?
What's a good Sector 1 time? I was asking you to like go into like race director and whatnot.
I don't fucking know. I'll have a look. Hold on.
Yeah.
So Welsh Jack's time, he's done a 43.9.
Alright,
then
so
a
Flow's
25.8,
shit.
and then a 21.
But he did do. Oh, Flo with the fucking. Bro, these kids. Okay. So Flo getting a little helping hand from his boyfriend there. Inertia, you can see just giving him a bit of a tow. That has allowed him to take a purple sector 2. Now back onto the like 4th back straight on the final corner. Let's see how he's actually fared. Coming up from 18th all the way to 12th. What a lovely effort. Yeah. Hey, Flo kind of fell off. Flo kind of fell off.
I think the last place Williams driver is coming on to, because what did you call him, Inertia? Is that different to his Xbox name then?
Yeah. Similia is Inertia. I'll run you through this. Subby at the very bottom there is subtitled. Similia is Inertia.
Subby means a lot different in the cultures that I'm in.
Yep, don't worry. I think we all know that. Zach is Percy is Percy. That's pretty simple. Orlando, Trixchans, Wheezy.
Just tell me one that's something different.
Magic is Jamie. And
Jamie, okay.
Yeah, Magic is Jamie. Tom is Exotic. And I think that's about it.
Is that just a statement, or are you saying his name is Exotic? Tom is Exotic. Does he go to the Bahamas every year?
I think he's actually British-Japanese, so technically he's...
Oh shit, I'm being called by someone. Hold on.
But no, his name is Exotic. Anyway. Here is, let's see, subtitles on his outlap. He's the only one who hasn't actually started an actual lap, so we'll cut back to him. East Groove is going for a second attempt here. You can see him coming out of Koval back into the little MSG Spear area. He's coming out of turn 5 and back into turn 6. You kind of got to wonder what these people are actually going to do in the actual race, because you could see them, and the slipstream effect was crazy. Just everyone seemed to be trying to race each other, especially with a couple of moments during the actual during qualifying that I saw earlier. Anyway, especially now, even though they do let each other through. I don't know how Hops invalidated his lap. That is a P4 effort for Jamie there in the Mercedes. 249 off of pole. 0.249. Good stuff, good stuff. These Tom and Fridge still separated by less than 1,000th, according to the game. Or I suppose they are separated by like about 1,000th. Lovely stuff to hear. Our baby boy Nedzo. It's not Nedzos, right?
It's not Nedzos. Shock Americans can't pronounce names properly.
Where did we get that? Where did we fucking get that?
I don't fucking. I've never called I don't get it. Like, the only thing I can possibly say that someone's got it is because sometimes I pronounce it in a bit of a Spanish way, because I speak Spanish as well. I say Ned So. I've been maybe confused it and put the S in the wrong place. But I suppose, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised, because half of the people in the seem retarded anyway, so I wouldn't be surprised if they just thought that was actually how you spelt it.
Yeah, that's kind of... I would agree. Anyway, you can see here Tom trying to beat out his teammate. So far, it looks like Fridge is coming up to the little DRS line. I actually don't know if Tom set a purple sector too. Let's see if Fridge can. I believe he has... He's usually up there, contending for like one of the top 2 positions. So here we go. Crossing the Sector 2 line now. That is a purple Sector 2 from Fridge and the new McLaren. And so far they're in a bit of an Alpine sandwich. Exotic goes back into the pits. Fridge is left to complete his lap and has invalidated it.
Yeah. To be honest, Fridge is alright, but I prefer Fridge freezers. I think they're much better.
So,
or microwaves.
Yeah, microwaves. I agree.
God,
that was a fucking dad joke. Holy shit. Anyway, Khan's back up into P2. You can see here, splitting both Ferraris there. Let's see what Hops can do to fight that back. Coming around for... Oh, Welsh Jack sets another... Yeah. Jack is a monster, man. 131, 147, and now Hops sets his...
He's a monster. What's he done to you? Has he touched you up in the wrong way or something?
Not in the wrong way, you could say that, but he has absolutely thrown his car about the circuit and usually sets pole position. So here we go, 166.
He's thrown his... I was going to say he's thrown his car up the circuit like Jos Verstappen throws his wife against the wall.
Fuck's sake. God damn it. Yes. Oh my god, yes. Yeah.
Excuse me, Hobbs, would you like to tell me why you're cutting corners like a gypsy? Ha! Crashed into the wall, you deserve it, you prick.
Anyway, so yes, Hops invalidates his lap after forgetting what track limits are, and Kans is trying to fight back his now lost P2. So basically these guys are going back and forth. Never mind, he's coming into the pits. Sponsored by Pit Lane Prince, by the way. Yes,
Please
so...
tell me everyone gets the reference.
I kind of got it, but at the same time, you know, these dog shit engine sounds, you know, kind of... All these guys are cutting the corner just to get their outlap done. It's so funny.
Hawkins. I think I should be banned. I think they should have them fucking knobs put in a meat grinder if they do that ever again.
I actually think we do allow it, which is just quite silly. I love it. Like, because I mean, what's the point of not allowing it? I mean, Stubby's still in the pits. 3.5 minutes to go.
Just not allowing it? That's the point of the rules.
True, but let me present you this. It's funny. Anyway, so it looks like Stubby is the last person to actually need to set a lap, whilst Jack and Hobbs have traded.
I just like to point. I just like to criticize what you said. You said you said we don't. We're reason why there's no rules. It's funny. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are funny, but there's still rules against them, like putting gypsies in meat grinders, or let me think of something else, like you know, not being racist towards Lewis Hamilton. That's what's it called. That's funny, but you can't do it.
Why'd you send me pictures of Ollie Behrman? Oh my god.
What's happened?
Nah. Well, you sent me a picture of Ollie Behrman. It was quite funny.
I didn't. What are you on about? You lie. I'm being silenced by the mainstream media. They're twisting a narrative about me.
Oh man, if only CRF1 was the mainstream media. Anyway, about 2.5 minutes to go, just over. You can see still subtitle is not set an actual lap. Inertia pulls back into the pits, and so far it's looking like Kant is not really going to be able to fight this one. Hopefully he does in his final run. You can see Williams has their little Gulf livery thing on the pits. I actually never noticed that.
I just had to call out something in the comments. Someone said, bro, stutter more. Your mum stutters when she has my dick in her mouth. Shut the fuck up.
So yes, you can see here Jamie's trying to reclaim pole position in a way, or at least get back onto the front row. I imagine AQ Flow is going to be quite eager to do this as well. He's absolutely been sinking. Speedy. Okay, let's watch him then. Did he win? No, he did not win in Imola. Jamie won that one after getting killed. Not after getting killed, after Speedy did some murdering. He did a little bit of trolling and he got punished. He got too silly, got that win taken away from him. And they have not really been on the top step since. I don't believe it was so, right? I don't think a Red Bull driver has won a race this season. If memory serves me right, a Red Bull driver has not been on the top step. Yes, leave Las Vegas. Italy? Yeah, a Red Bull driver has not been on the top step so far. It would have been in Italy if Ron Beeford wasn't there, and it would have been Speedy. Fight. I don't know why Speedy has some really good luck in Italy or Italian circuits, but hey, who really cares? Back onto the back straights. Into the final corner here. 1 minute to go in qualifying. Everybody is on the outlap, and you can see on the main straight, by the way, everyone's just kind of giving each other their little toe. Mr. Speedy goes 5th fastest, and followed by Jamie, who starts his lap. Fuck. Where are the Alfa Romeos? Oh, Dweezy in P4. Holy shit. Alright, so Dweezy 5/10 down from pole. Yeah. That's actually quite good. And Trix Chans is starting his lap.
Yet, that's the thing.
Has he not? When did he set that?
On his lap now.
Oh, that's actually really impressive. I didn't. Usually he has like 2 really bad laps and then fucking clutches it with one pretty good one and then loses it all in the race.
Oh, there's people being wet wipes in the stream comments going, oh, you might have these opinions, but you don't have to say them on the stream. I'm joking, you cunt. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean everyone else doesn't. Shut the fuck up. Just like you don't appreciate my opinions, I don't force you to not say them in public. Fuck off, twat. Anyway, sorry, you can get back to what you're doing. Sorry, I got to shower.
Bro's upsetty now. Confirmed. Anyway, qualifying's over here. Sorry, I was reading the Switch chat. Jack is still on his effort. Hoff is on his effort. These both are trying to get each other slipstream. Who's actually coming across the line now? Orlando. Orlando's coming into the pits. So that will be the Mercedes. Percy. Yeah, Percy, thank you. Let's see, what's he gonna do coming across the final corner now? Percy is still in P17. He doesn't improve by like anything. What about Jamie? Jamie then, final corner for himself now, and I believe Dweezy's right behind him. That is quite the improvement into the podium places. Dweezy behind him, what can he do for that? It does not improve, unfortunately. With one of the Aston Martins, is that Trickstrands that will be subtitle only P17 for him. Especially because I believe he invalidated it. Mr. Speedy jumps into 7th place. Good for the Red Bull team. And it looks like Flo did not improve on his 15th place. Fridge jumps up into P5 as Tom Exotic follows. Doesn't really jump up at all. And you can see there, Kant's back into the podium places. Beats out Jamie, the double world champion, left out of the podium places. Lovely to see. So it is a Ferrari 1-2 starting today's race. With Kant directly behind, and Jamie in the second row while Jack improves. Yeah, well, so Jack is actually crazy.
Speed is, well, God, he's not on a proper lap, and neither is he. So that's your lot then for qualifying. So Welsh Jack is on pole position then, followed by Hop just behind it, a tenth behind. Then it's Kant, then it's Magic, then it's Fridge. Wheezy, B4, Speedy, he is technically still on circuit, but he's not on a proper lap. Then it's Rexy, then it's Tom, then it's Dom. That actually rhymes very well. Then it's Tom, then it's Dom. Then it's, I assume his proper name is Trojans. Oh, it's just ended for second. So I've not managed to finish off what I was saying.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do a grid run then.
People in the comments telling me to commentate and stop crying when they're the ones who are crying now because I... and heinous me to do it, because obviously people who have different opinions to me always have to say that I'm somehow really bad. Anyway, then Trojans. So I was at Trojans, wasn't I? In 12th place. Then it's East Groove. He's the first driver outside of a second. Then it's in the Haas. Then it's AQ Flow in the Red Bull. Then it's Percy Crawley in Mercedes. Then it's what was F1's live name again? Is it Subby or whatever it was? And then.
Take a puff of your inhaler, mate. He's talking about me because I can't breathe. Oh, God. It's funny because Twifa, I think you do know I actually have asthma. It's quite funny.
Jesus, get over it, lad. You suck at this. I literally do real-life commentary. I suck so much that I do real-life commentary.
That's how it goes. Fake it till you make it, huh? I have asthma. Holy shit, yeah, exactly. Twifa, let's get married. Holy fuck. Because obviously keyboard warriors in the Twitch stream know way more about damage is lovely. Of course. Exotic damage is what happened to Exotic? What did you get?
Poor souls that have to listen to that.
Jesus Christ.
It's
raining! It's a wet race and oh my God. Oh, dude, I'm actually fucking busting and nutting.
You know about Instagram Reels thing that goes like unexpected, what was it called? Perfectly cut off screams. It's gonna cut us off there.
Oh my God, exactly. Dude, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy.
Real commentary of this attitude. I don't care. I don't have attitude. You just have this attitude that no one can say anything that you don't like.
So let's check out what they're saying in the rain. If it rains, I'm fucked. It rained. Oh my God, this track is all luck from double world champion Jamie.
Oh, this is going to end up like. Have you seen the Nashville IndyCar race from a couple of years ago?
I have not.
That's what it's going to end up being like. Oh well, it was like 2020. There was, what was it? There was 7 red flags in the race, and there was like multiple across. Was it 7 red flags across the entire weekend?
That's actually really funny.
7 red flags across the entire race. It was something like that. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, believe it or not, everyone's on the wet tire.
Believe it or not, oh my God, this is like this is crazy. A wet race in Las Vegas, Nevada, where temperatures usually reach like what 110 degrees Fahrenheit, which is just like what 40. I don't know Celsius. I'm sorry. You can call me retarded if you'd like.
I don't know the conversions because I swear America is the only developed Fahrenheit.
So yeah.
I take developed quotation marks anyway.
Yeah, developed as you know, America can get. So go on.
No, I was just waffling. Hold on. You go back to what you're saying.
I hope this second commentator kills himself. Jesus. Dude, this is the first time chatter. This is funny as hell.
It's not alright for me to say things that they don't like, but but if they say things, it's completely fine. I see how it is.
Yeah, I will ask the Twitch chat to kind of keep that type of those types of comments like a little bit.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I can say what they want.
No, yeah, of course, but it just doesn't look too good, or it doesn't feel too good. You know what I mean? So anyway. Let's do my little grid rundown. Here we go. Take a little bit of big breath. Right. So we have Jack from Hops from Cots from Jamie, Fridge to Dweezy from Beefer to Speedy, Rexy from Tom from Dom the Tricks Chance, Easker from Orlando from Flo to Percy, Zach Sub and Inertia finally. That is your grid for today's race. That was actually the most perfect version of Dom. Holy shit, bro thinks he's
I'm not gonna address the haters. You know you're good when you have haters, so otherwise they wouldn't be complaining so much.
Exactly. Anyway,
because that definitely makes sense. That was just me thinking of a spot and it did not work in the
anyway guys, that's why Weezer is peak music.
I just like to point out Tom is on the inters.
Dude, I cannot. Is he actually on the inters? This is funny.
Yes.
Oh, this is funny. This can only go so wrong. So I'm
He's
sure.
Be slipping and sliding like something that slips and slides a lot.
Exactly. I am very sure that Sorry, I'm very sure that the grid will not stay the same as we finally line up for today's race.
How many red flags do you think there's going to be? How many safety cars do you think there's going to be?
55 combined.
Yes. I think the answer to that question should just be yes. Are you going to do the start or am I going to do the start?
Oh, usually I do the start, take it for like 3 laps, and then we start alternating. Not 3 laps, maybe like 1 or 2. So here we go. Yeah. Here we go. With what might be one of the worst starts in CRF history. You guys are bearing witness to history, all 25 of you. Here we go, guys. Let's do this. And see, CRF Racing League, our logo is everywhere. If this goes wrong, it goes wrong. So here we go. It is... If the game starts, 1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5 lights ahead of the drivers, and we are off and away here in Las Vegas. And you can see there what type of start do the top 2 get. Who cares what type of start the top 2 get? You can see Dweezy actually does jump over the Mercedes almost. The Mercedes going down the inside, and that is 6 cars out of the race.
Yeah, they got disqualified. I just said that it said on the top they've been disqualified.
And as we're on board with Inertia, you can see there he killed AQ Flow. And well, what's going on? Why did they all
got disqualified because it's a formation lap glitch.
I'm fairly certain.
When I saw the formation lap, I was like, I think we should have a restart, to be honest.
Yeah, all right.
That's
I think they're doing a restart. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So for the restart, have no formation lap and keep it on wet conditions.
Yeah.
Also.
Nah, I really want. Okay, all right. It's restart conditions.
Also because it's first lap, you can just go by the normal grid order. Even what grid order was, rather than faffing about with, oh, what was their order when we called the red flag, because it's first lap and that's what the rules are. Real lap they are anyway.
No, yeah, that's what we have too. If there's a restart within the first couple laps, it's normal grid order.
Yeah. Because that's what they had in, I think it was it the 1995 Italian Grand Prix where David Coulthard, he spun off on the formation lap because he was being, I don't know what he exactly did to do that, but he spun off on the formation lap, and then he had to start from the back of the grid. But then because on the race start, everyone had a massive accident and it was a red flag, he managed to then start on pole position again, even though he spun off on the formation lap.
Yes, so, alright, so this race has officially been, quote-unquote red flagged. Let's see, let me DM Flow. And it's quite unfortunate, but, yeah. So, let's see. Definitely not doing formation lap anymore. Alright, Flo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, you're gonna use the original grid order. If you didn't get that, I can end the stream and you can get it from there and we can restart the stream.
Yeah, that's how you do it,
yeah, do you want me to?
Yeah, do that.
Alright.
I don't have it.
Does anybody actually have... Does anybody actually have the
Because
original grid
it's
order?
not ideal to end the stream and then restart it, is it? I don't have it.
No, that's inertia.
I was like, I would have screenshot, but I forgot to.
Yeah, I don't think we actually have the grid order, so we will. And we do mean the qualifying grid order, if anybody actually, you know, if anybody actually has
This
it.
is so annoying.
We just got to kind of wait around. Tuned in. Give us about like 5-ish minutes, and I will be not even 5 minutes. I'll literally just end the stream and restart it immediately. So, because Exotic, if the race gets restarted within the first couple of laps, we revert to the